Okay, we have here the test for your week D identification. So week D, those are individual wherein their RHD is weak, and it might give a negative result here, or we're able to miss that one with just a screening test. So generally your week D, this includes your C-trans, your genetic week D. Another one is your D mosaic or your partial T. Okay, all of them are considered to be weak D or your do type. Okay, and when they're tested, they still give a positive result. Only that you need to confirm that one by our indirect antiglobulin test. The procedure for identification of that is your indirect antiglobulin test. So this one is para siyang indirect antiglobulin test actually. Okay, with enhancement, since your D antigen here or your RH blood group system, that one is an IgG antibody. So therefore, we can enhance our agglutination reaction, okay, by addition of your anti-human globulin in order for us to confirm if the patient would have a weak lang ba ang kanyang D um, or the patient's really negative for the RHD. Okay, so for the weak variants, yung tatlo na yon, genetic weak D, C-trans, partial D, or D mosaic, they are actually, pag nag-report tayo, we consider them as RHD positive pa din. Okay, procedure for that one, so ito yung pag nag-test ka ng blood typing tapos feeling mo negative, pag mga negative ang result, feeling mo lang, pag negative siya, parang wala ka masyadong makikita ang agglutination reaction, you need to confirm using this procedure. Baka weak lang ang kanyang reaction and hindi natin masasabi na negative talaga siya unless you perform this test. Okay, procedure for this one, so you're going to prepare here two test tubes, label that one's your sample or your unknown, and then we have your negative control. Okay, your sample here is 1 drop. Kukuha tayo ng kanyang red suspension. So, that's 2 to 5%. You can use 3% or 5%. Okay, 1 drop of that. Then, mag-a-add ka lang ng 1 drop ng ating anti-D, anti-sera. Yung anti-D, anti-sera is the colorless na anti-sera. For the negative control, so just have your anti-D, anti-sera lang. Okay, we have here okay, pwede din naman. Okay, we have here 1 drop of your 2 to 5% rice suspension. Then you add, I think negative control, wala kang sample dapat. So here, 1 drop nito. Okay, 1 drop ng anti-D, anti-sera, then 1 drop ng ating LISS. So since wala kang sample, so this is really negative for that. So your two test tube here, to try to mix that one and then try to incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. Then after that one, you try to centrifuge, okay, at 3,400 RPM for 15 seconds and observe for agglutination reaction. Okay, pag walang agglutination reaction, you try to perform saline washing for 3 times. Make sure that every wash, you need to decant completely, especially on the last wash, to remove your plasma, your unbound plasma globulin that might give a false negative reaction upon addition of our anti-human globulin. After your 3 times washing, you add 2 drops of your anti-human globulin. To remember, if your red cell dito ay may weak D na antigen since nag-add ka ng anti-D, so it could be enhanced by addition of our anti-human globulin. Iko-cross bridge niya. So magko-combine sila and therefore able to see an agglutination reaction dapat by enhancing that one by addition of your anti-human globulin. Okay, then after that one, centrifuge for 3,400 RPM for 15 seconds. Dislodge the button of the tube and then try to observe kung may agglutination reaction. If the patient has a weak D variant, it will give a positive reaction after addition of your anti-human globulin. Pero pag wala talaga siya, so that's negative reaction. Mean to say, RHD negative talaga ang patient natin. Remember that RHD negative na patient, medyo be careful with that kasi baka salinan siya ng blood na RHD positive or the baby niya is RHD positive pag pregnant ang patient natin. So it might develop an RHD antibody, magkakause siya ng hemolytic disease of the newborn. Okay, pag nag-negative siya, okay, try to add your check cell or your Coombs check cell. This is your positive na cell. Therefore, pag nag-add ka nito, magkakaroon na siya ng agglutination reaction. Pag wala pa rin siya agglutination reaction, so mean to say either hindi completely wash, meron siyang natirang mga unbound na plasma globulin, or you were not able to add yung anti-human globulin. Again, if you try to confirm that one is positive result, then you write RHD positive. Okay, so this would help us then to really confirm if the patient is just a weak D variant or just really a negative with the RHD antigen. Okay, so for this one, you just write the result, okay, with your number 1 grade. Okay, anong grade ng ating agglutination reaction? 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, 4 plus, and then write also for the interpretation as either positive or negative. Okay, so then write kung positive siya, regardless of the grading, you write RHD positive. Okay, so thank you.